after the fact. Okay. All right. Now you can go ahead and perfect. Good job presenting. Perfect. Hold it right there. Let's just let him enjoy that cheese. Nice. I don't see any tense ears. Taking a step into it. I want to see weight shift into the muzzle. That's beautiful. We'll let him take his time with this easy criteria. And then once he's done enjoying that little squirt of easy cheese you put right there on the edge, the next squirt that I want you to put is right in the middle, as well as a squirt right in the farthest point of that muzzle that you can get it. Because I see he's already trying to stick that nose further in. So let's kind of abuse what he's already given us, but we'll let him enjoy this for a second. And then as you move forward with the easy cheese, you are more than welcome to make it less than a pea size squirt. That way the repetitions go like kind of rapid fire, if that makes sense. Okay. Awesome. I can see you perfectly. Can you hear me okay?
Well, I just had like a giant box that said that you were recording.
Oh, it should have popped up earlier. But yeah, I started recording so I can send this to you after. That way you can review it and see what all. So go ahead and let's present with straps hidden underneath. Let's see if we can have that nose going a little bit further. And if he's going to do what I call that cheating, perfect. Yeah, pulling just a little bit back. So he has to kind of reset himself. Now, I want you to be mindful here. When he starts licking that muzzle, do not force it towards his face. I want you to do what is called a stationary presentation, where once you present and he's eating, you are not moving that muzzle forward at all. That looks so much better because he did a little back up there when there was a little bit of pressure towards him.
Oh, okay.
And now he's recovered very nicely from that. Fantastic. Once he's done licking that repetition of cheese off, go ahead, pull it away from him so he doesn't cheat getting food from the outside in just yet. And now I want that easy cheese a little bit further back. I know you did it at that moderate section, but a little bit closer to that difficult section, and then definitely all the way in the tip of that muzzle. He's doing good with the straps being further hidden, and we'll start to bring those out a little bit more forward in the next few repetitions here. And while you're getting that ready, let me ask a quick question. You've done marker training, correct? Our last session, I think you had discussed with me that you've done either clicker training or you use like a marker word yes. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have done clicker training, but we haven't been doing it.
No worries, that's fine. So just be mindful of the force that we're using. That looks great. Let's do another quick repetition. I'd pull it away so he can't get freebies from the outside in. I only want him to get that cheese when his nose is in it. Hi, buddy. You are so handsome. This is the first time I'm actually seeing him.
I know. I have a picture I have to send you for the file.
Please do. He is super handsome. He's got a great snout. All right, go ahead and present that muzzle to him. He's super ready for this.
It's not sticking.
Oh no. Yeah, sometimes it like falls through. It gets to be so messy. And what I want to eventually talk about is us using the clicker so that we're actually getting away from smearing something physically on this muzzle. So go ahead and present. I know he's so food motivated. He's definitely sticking his nose all the way in there now. So the next repetition that we're going to do, we're just going to slowly start to expose one side of the straps. You don't want to do that yet. Just keep letting him lick these yummies. And then once he's done, pull away. And I want you to pick either the left or the right side with the strap. And I first want to see what will happen if we expose one side to him and we keep the other side hidden underneath that muzzle. Is he okay with that? Or do we need to reduce this even more? So let's try there.
Start with that.
What was that?
With or without cheese?
With the cheese. Want the cheese more so in that difficult area, trying to see if we can get away from that moderate section and graduating to that full tip of the muzzle application of that cheese. We'll do a little bit of exposure with one strap and we'll kind of get a baseline read on how he does with that. And if we need to change anything thereafter. Nice stuff. Perfect. Let's just hold it tight right there. Perfect. He's loving that. Once he's done licking, automatically pull it away and let's get another quick squirt in that difficult level of that muzzle. Same criteria, exposing that one strap. That looks beautiful. Have you guys done clicker training with Lenny?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure he's been associated with the marker.
But he only associates it with food. So
that's okay. That's the goal. That's totally fine.
Do it with the crate. And then he was like, oh, you're going to give me food. So then he'll come out of the crate and be like, where's the food you're giving me? So gotcha. I'm like, am I confusing him? I didn't know.
Okay, that's fair. And what I would like to do before we hop off here today, I want to schedule another quick 30-minute session, maybe in about a week, because I would like to start graduating this guy to you using the clicker to actively train him to get dressed in this muzzle.
Okay.
Now, I will be straight up. He is not going to be ready for the muzzle to be put on prior to that vet appointment on Friday,
Yeah, I know
but
that.
with the goal that if we need it,
Yeah.
place it on him. That way we're safe, but knowing that we may have to revert back to a little bit more easy cheese the next couple days that we work on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and present. Make sure that one strap is being exposed. Let's not do both just yet. I want to do one or two more reps with just one, see how he does, and then we might show him that second one. Nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Good weight shift, sticking nose fully in, kind of feeling that strap starting to hit his ear, but not backing up because of it. So what I want you to do once he's done with this repetition, you're going to remove muzzle. You're going to put another squirt of that easy cheese on. But when you put the easy cheese on this time, and I'll talk about why, you're going to put it on the easy level and the moderate level. I know we've been putting it on the difficult level, but this time we're going to expose him to both straps. And I want him to instantaneously stick nose near muzzle with both straps exposed and eat that easy cheese. So let's put that easy cheese right on the tip, kind of in the middle. This time, have both straps out, kind of flopping around on both sides of his face. And let's see if that easy cheese right on the tip is going to motivate him to want to stick his nose in it. Yeah, he's like, I see it already.
Up a little bit, buddy.
Oh my God, he's so funny. He's like, yes, I love this stuff. Perfect. Nice. Good. And he's definitely sensing those straps flapping around. But I'm not seeing too much startle, too much worry from it. Sticking nose right back in. That looks phenomenal. Well, let's do another repetition once he's done with that easy cheese. We'll do another rep where we just stick the easy cheese to the moderate and difficult level. So a little bit further back this time. See if he does well with that. We'll advance him to the difficult spot, and then we might actually talk about this clicker today. So let's see what he can do.
So what am I doing? Moderate and easy again?
Moderate to difficult in the middle and all the way at that tip. Oh, he is loving this. He's like, come on, Mom, hurry up. I love that.
He is very food motivated.
Which definitely works to our advantage.
Yeah.
To a certain level, you know. So let's see if he's okay with this. Seeing a little cheating where he's like, not there we go. Good job, buddy. I know this is challenging. We've changed a lot on you today. So question here, do you have your clicker near you, or is it something that's kind of out and you got to run, find, and grab? What are your thoughts there?
It's just right over there.
Okay, I want to do one more repetition before you grab it. Okay. I want the easy cheese all the way in the tip of this muzzle. I want you to present muzzle with both straps out and in front. And I want to see if he still has the same motivation to get all the way in that muzzle for that easy cheese. Because if so, we're going to do a few repetitions with that clicker thereafter. So
only in the back?
Only in the back. Both straps out and exposed. Nice. Good job, buddies.
I think for him, it's also a trust issue.
For all dogs, it is. If you're putting something on my face, I got to know what's going on. I got to trust these motions.
If he doesn't trust the person doing it, I think that he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't trust the person that's putting my shoes on, I'm not going to trust them tying my laces. So I totally get it, right? Now, what I want you to do is run and grab your clicker for me. And if you can, I'm really working. I know we only got a few minutes left here, but I want to see if we can get some reps in with this clicker. Grab a few individual treats as well.
I have cracker treats or soft treats. Which one?
Whatever he's going to eat right now. If he's super food motivated, I don't care the value. And then one thing I want to talk about before we do this, I want to do at least 3 to 5 reps using the clicker, but let's talk about what technique we're switching to. Right now, all you've been doing with the muzzle with that easy cheese is lowering. You have been using a lower to manipulate the behavior that you want him to do. It's a technique of marker training, but there's no clicking, there is no active marking, you are just reinforcing. Where really with this muzzle, you're building the spark in his brain to say, even if there's no easy cheese cheese in this muzzle, I might stick my nose in it. I might investigate it. I might even investigate it to the extent that my full nose is in it. When we get to that point where you can show your dog a blank muzzle, there is no easy cheese on it. It has the straps on ready to go. At that point, I want to start using a technique called capturing, where you're going to show him that muzzle. Here, let me grab mine again.
I know, buddy. Gotta wait a second, okay?
Where you're going to physically show him the muzzle, no easy cheese on it. You're going to have your clicker in a hand. And when he motions to that muzzle with his nose and sticks his nose in it, you are going to take a freeze frame picture of that behavior by capturing it with your clicker. You're going to click. You're going to reach for a treat and you're going to toss the treat away. I don't want him standing right here and you feeding him the treat right to his mouth. I want him to physically leave your space bubble, leave the muzzle, go over, get the treat, and then come back over to us. Do you have any questions on how we're switching from luring to the clicker and capturing that behavior? Any questions at all?
Why do we throw the treat away from the space?
First, it's going to ask him, do you even want to do this further? A lot of the times dogs will continue to train because they want food, but they don't actually want to do the activity. So it's going to ask him, good job, you stuck your nose in this muzzle. Go get that food, get away from me in this muzzle. Do you want to do that again? Also, the second reason I do it is because see how much in your space bubble he is right now? Mm-hmm. Like you're not going to have much room to move your hands. And I need a very clear presentation of muzzle. Dog sticks nose in. You click, you treat, and tossing the treat away is going to allow that repetition to happen over and over again. So let's just try it out. Let's see if we can present muzzle, have clicker in hand. The moment that nose starts entering into the muzzle, we're going to make it really easy to start out. Even if he just sticks his nose a quarter of the way in, I'm going to have you click, reach for the treat, toss it away, okay? Perfect. Reach for treat, toss him away. Now, when he eats that treat and comes back over to you, that's your cue, present muzzle again.
Now he's going around it.
Yeah, I think it's actually a little too high up for him. He's not really set up for success to stick his nose in. Perfect. Click, reach for treat, toss away. So if you bend down just a little and give him maybe that extra angle for success, that might help. Wait for him. Perfect. Good timing with your clicker. Toss that treat away when he comes back over. And what I would start doing when you toss that treat, lift the muzzle up. That way, when he starts walking towards you, you physically present it and it starts becoming the cue for him to stick his nose in, okay? So toss the treat away, lift muzzle up.
I did that one wrong.
That's okay. You're fine. We're practicing it. So go ahead and present muzzle, wait for him to, perfect, click and treat away, lift muzzle up, good. When he starts walking back towards you, you're gonna present muzzle again. Nose goes in, click, treat away, good. Do you feel this pattern now? Let's play around with this for a few more repetitions. Let's see if we can do about 5 more, and then we'll talk about some homework pieces. Once he walks towards you, whenever you're ready, you can present. Oh, his face is so sweet. When you're not being crazy pants, you look like a really sweet angel, handsome face.
I know, it's true. Now I can't hold the clicker.
That's all right. Oh, that's some duration though. Did you see how he stuck his nose in there for at least like 2 seconds? And you were like, crap, I don't have my clicker. That's awesome. That's what we're going to talk about for homework. But right now, let's do 4 more repetitions where he just sticks full nose in, click, treat away, okay? That strap might be
for the clicker.
The strap might be a little intimidating. There we go. Click, treat away. And good job ignoring. Even if he's invested with the treats or the clicker, we're just going to ignore. We're going to present muzzle, see if he can make the decision to stick his nose in it. Sometimes I even tell my clients, put your clicker behind your back so it's not confusing for them. Good. That was beautiful. Let's do 3 more repetitions, and then we'll call it a day, and we'll talk about homework. Lovely mechanics. That looks so beautiful. Good job. 2 more. It's like I'm taking my time to snarfle this treat. Good. Nice. Perfect. And this last one, I want you to try to hold off that clicker until his full nose really gets shoved in there, okay? We'll kind of end on a full nose entry. Let's see what he can give us. That's okay. Yes, right there. Click. Beautiful. All right, now, since we're going to be talking about a few homework pieces, I want you to put the muzzle up and away. We're done training it. So it goes out of sight, out of mind.
Okay.
That was lovely. Absolutely lovely that was. You were very, very good with your clicker mechanics. I have to say the timing of things was beautiful. So talk to me about first and foremost questions that you have, knowing that we switched from using that easy cheese. Now we're using the clicker to get that operant behavior to mark and then treat. What kind of questions do you have with that switch?
I don't have any.
Perfect. Good. So your homework piece is going to be, can we put some duration on that nose entering into the muzzle and not clicking right away? So
Okay.
what that looks like is, I saw it the last 2 repetitions that y'all did, where he stuck his nose fully in the muzzle. And even if you didn't click right away, he most likely would have kept his nose there. So what I tell my clients is, once you can predict, like you can look at the person next to you in the room and say, I bet you $10, I'll show him this muzzle, his full snout goes in. At that point, I want to start focusing on duration. Duration meaning he sticks his nose in, 1 Mississippi. Oh my God, click and then treat. And then eventually 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, click and then treat. Your main goal is getting between 7 to 10 seconds of duration.
Okay. Let me grab my notebook.
Yeah, please do. And I'll type it all up for you and send it to you later as well.
Okay.
So your goal, you're looking for building the duration of him holding his nose in this muzzle for about 7 to 10 seconds. So what that looks like is, you present muzzle, he sticks nose in, you can count to 7 in your brain, then click, then treat away. And we're still doing that reset. That's what that treat away is called. You are resetting the behavioral pattern that you want to build. Because think about that. As you start getting into duration, it's not just you sticking your nose in this muzzle, it's you sticking your nose in this muzzle for a specific time frame. Then click, then go get that treat, come over here, let's see if we can do it again. Now, one of the second reasons that I want that reset, not just for that behavioral pattern sake, but how I mentioned consent. I only recommend muzzle training some clients can get it in every day, but I don't challenge my clients to do that. It's not always realistic. I love if my clients can dedicate at least every other day to this for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So the reset comes in vital more so towards the end of the session, because I don't want my dog to get frustrated. So if I reset after we've been working on this strenuous building of duration, and we've only been doing this for like 8 minutes, and you go get that treat and then you take yourself away, that's a pretty clear sign that you're done with this. Mentally, you've hit your bandwidth. So that's also the secondary reason why I like that reset. Like, are you even willing to learn more? That type of component. Now, I'm going to have all this typed up for you. I have a very clear type up when we switch muzzle training from luring using the easy cheese to capturing using the clicker. Now, with that being said, I would love to be able to meet with you again here in at least the next 2 weeks. Like, I wouldn't want to go any longer than that. Does that work in your schedule? Do you feel that that would be the best time frame? Do you want less or more time? What are your thoughts with that?
I think a week is good. So I'm not doing the cheese anymore, right? We're just doing this now.
The goal is to graduate 100% to the clicker.
Okay.
Now, after my dog has to wear the muzzle, maybe during sedated vet visit, yeah, the next couple sessions, I might start out with easy cheese, because I want to make it really easy, really positive. You stick your nose in, something happens amazing automatically. So the goal is to really get away from the easy cheese and the luring. But if we need to circle back to it, it's never 100% crossed out of our book. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you want to try to get something on the calendar now, or do you want me to send you a link to try to schedule?
Yeah, let me grab my calendar.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and stop my video. Just take your time.
Okay. Hold on, Lenny. Hold on, okay?
Oh, is he like, I'm done, Mom. Why are we in
He,
here?
he wants to go outside.
Oh, I gotcha. He's like, there are better things to be had out there. And then talk to me about like the next week and a half. Like, what does your calendar look like in regards to flexibility?
So you want to do like in a week?
Whatever works best for you. I'd love no more than 2 weeks. If 1 week is not enough time for you to get to closer to that goal, then we can shoot for a week and a half, 2 weeks. What I just kind of want to give you time to progress, but also be mindful of getting the next steps in.
How about, so his vet appointment is June 4th.
Okay.
Should we do like Monday, June 7th? Or do we want to try and do something before the vet appointment? I mean,
No, because I
be
hate
ready by then.
I hate to sound like this, but we
Yeah.
most likely are not going to get full conditioning
Yeah.
of that prior to vet appointment. So if
Yeah.
anything, I actually think it works better if we meet after, so that if
Okay.
there's additional things that we need to talk about in regards to regression, we can do that promptly. The 8th, I'm not in the office on Mondays, but Tuesday the 8th, would either a 9 o'clock or a 1 o'clock or 1:30 work?
1:30.
1:30. All right, sweet. Let me get you scheduled in here. And then I will send you over training information in regards to elaborating on the, stuff that I like verbally threw at you with the muzzle steps for today. I do not have either doctors in office over the weekend, so it will not be till the beginning of the week until I kick you a second email with troubleshooting of the situational meds. Okay. Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me save all this first. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Let me do this. Perfect. There you are. That way you get this confirmation email. I'll send you Zoom link ahead of time, most likely that morning of. So just kick me any questions between now and then. And then when I go over, those next steps with situational meds, I will go over all of the ins and outs via email. I'll take care of sending things to a pharmacy, and just let me know questions, thoughts, concerns. I love that we're scheduling our next session after vet visit, because I would love to get some feedback on what that gabapentin lorazepam cocktail looks like for that situation. I'm not in love with using lorazepam every day for my dogs. So that most likely is not going to be something that I would want to be pursuing situationally, like how we've used that gabapentin. I'm going to pick the doctor's brain about an alternative med that's not what we call a benzodiazepine. That's the class that lorazepam is in. I want a different class of medications, because sometimes that can be such an anti-panic medication that we're getting a little bit more sedation than I like on the day today. So let me see what a cocktail recommendation would be. I'll follow up with email at the beginning of the week, and then we'll just talk about any other questions you have from there. Okay. Oh, did I lose you?
Okay.
Oh, no, there you are. Perfect.
I do have a quick question. We have a mat, like a little rug, that in the evening, like if we produce it, if he's willing, he'll lay on it and calm down.
Okay.
So can I do that similar thing with the clicker about, like, if he goes on it, throw the treat away and see if he'll go on it on his own?
Have I sent you my subtle relaxation protocol?
I saw the flyer, but it wasn't very explicit.
I get it. I totally understand. So yes, and I may not have actually sent you my type up for that, because if it was the handout, did it have like a pretty border around it, or was it just taped up?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me send you my type up. That's our general handout that anyone can send clients. I will send you my specific write-up for subtle relaxation training, because you will actually see in that type up, dog goes to mat, lays down, pops its hip, drops its chin, click, reset, toss treat away, do whole behavioral pattern again. So let me send you that. It might bring a little bit more context to those next steps. Okay. Awesome. All right, sweet. So I feel we have a solid game plan. I want you to keep me in a loop if you have questions on the discussion summary I'll send today, or at the beginning of the week, the next medications that we're recommending and how we're recommending those. Keep me in the loop there. And at that point, we will plan on getting a full update with vet visit under the belt and all that. What is that? Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, take care. I hope you guys have a good holiday weekend.
Okay, thanks. You too.
Bye.